Hi there guys, and welcome once again to Jonesy's vlog. So, yet another poor Christmas period for Leeds United following today's 2-1 loss at home to Blackburn. It's been a pretty dismal period, 2 points from a possible 12 and some quite poor performances to go with that. And today just capped that off perfectly really. The first half performance was probably one of the worst I've seen this season, and after the Notts Forest game on Sunday, that's saying quite a lot. But really terrible, and only really got slightly better in the first half, getting that goal back in that sort of early period. But no, very poor today. Didn't deserve to have anything out of the game. You know, Blackburn deserved the win, and they didn't really have to, you know, get into second gear or anything, because they just had to do the basics right, put away the few chances they had, and that was the game won for them. We made it so easy for them, and it was just really poor and disappointing to see. So I mean, right from the off, none of the players really looked too interested, to be honest with you. They all looked really jaded and tired, even just after a short period of the first half. Once again, we pretty much surrendered midfield. There was no creativity. There was only Alex Mowatt's very tame shot at the keeper in the first half. Apart from that, absolutely nothing created. Once again, Rudy Austin was meant to be our captain and leading from the centre of midfield, and he was just really poor, missing from the majority of the game, making poor passes, poor decisions, and not really putting the work rate in. Getting back every now and again and making some tackles, but you know, for me, he needs to be dropped. I know he's the captain, and I know it's probably not going to happen, because then that makes McDermott, you know, question his own judgment for making him captain in the first place, because usually if you pick your captain you don't drop him. But for me, he's too inconsistent of a player, because when he's, you know, on his game, on his day, he really is a perfect captain. But as I've said in the video before, he's just way too inconsistent for me, and he's not really captain material. So, like I say, surrendering from midfield is just, we might as well give the 3 points straight to the opposition, because anything that goes through our midfield it doesn't work at all. And if the other team are better in that department, then they've pretty much won the game from us. Luke Murphy was very quiet first half. Alex Mowat did little bits here and there, some nice little passes, but again he seemed to fade quite quickly. Byram in the first half, didn't really know he was playing much, to be honest. He wasn't there. McCormack again, he was sitting too deep really. I think that's what was really annoying. Everyone seemed to be sitting way too deep. No one was getting forward. Luke Murphy and Alex Mowat seemed to be sitting very deep in midfield, and Austin wasn't making any breaks forward. Then McCormack was obviously trying to get involved winning the ball, so then he was sitting in quite a deep position up front, which just left Smith up front, and the long balls to him just don't work anymore. So, you know, it was very poor. 2 very poor goals given away defensively. I mean, it was so easy, an easy pass through to Rhodes, and you know, top strike like that was always going to score from there. And yeah, the second from the set piece. Blackburn obviously realised that Kenny was injured, so kept putting the high ball sort of close to him and under his crossbar. Knew that he was going to struggle, and you know, that kind of led to the second goal. I don't really want to put any blame on Kenny, because you know, he did all that he could, but it was clear to see that he wasn't 100% fit. The fact that he still wasn't taking the goal kicks, and Taliukas was doing that. So really, I don't like doing it, but I'm going to have to blame McDermott for that. You know, if he wasn't 100% fit, then he should play Cairns. So it's just a bit mystifying why he didn't. And if he doesn't trust, you know, Cairns to play in, you know, a high level like this, then maybe we need to be looking for another keeper in this window. So so all round, just nothing to take from the first half. And like I say, second half, we did come out all guns blazing. Well, I say that. We came out slightly better, which we had to do really. It was one of those where we just had to throw everything at them and try and get that early goal. But then again, to be honest, it was gifted to us. It was, you know, a defensive mix-up. quick thinking by, I think it was Mowat that won the ball and Smith just had to tap it in. And then rest of that half, again Mowat hit the bar, but no creativity once again. There was no point where I thought we were going to get an equaliser really. We didn't look in it at all. Like I say, Blackburn probably got the easiest 3 points they'll get this season. And, that's 6 points that they've taken off us this season. And as I say, that they don't seem anything special. I don't want to take anything away from Blackburn, but I mean, apparently we deserve to get at least a point away at their place. Pretty much a smash and grab from them. And today, like I say, they just didn't have to get into second gear. They got the basics right, and fair play to them. They did what they had to do to win the game. But to lose that, especially at home, is so poor. And what's even more disappointing is, the past 2 home games we've had, big 30,000 crowds, and they've been so dreadful. And we're going to be getting younger supporters coming for the first time and want to be excited, and they're not going to want to come back after seeing performances like that. So I think it might be a while till we start seeing those big crowds again, unfortunately. So it is just disappointing. I mean, over the past few days I've been saying how we'll kind of end in 2013 quite positively in general, but like I say, this Christmas period has been very dismal for us. 2 points out of 12 isn't good enough, but now we do seem to, what are we, in 8th position now? So we're finally getting into that place where we always thought we'd belong with this squad. So as we've kept saying, we need to strengthen in the transfer window. That's clear. McDermott said that he knows that things need to change. So it just depends when that money's coming, what players are available, who we can get, because there's drastic changes needed. I think everyone knows we need some pacey wingers, because we lack so much there, because that's mainly where the creativity comes from, and we just don't have that in the squad. Excuse me. I think we need someone more demanding, more battling centre midfielder, because we seem very weak at the moment. We need a top striker, we need a goal scorer, because bless him, Matt Smith is a League One player, and yes, his strike rate hasn't been too bad for us really, considering the amount of games he's played. But I think we've been relying on him too much, really. Ross was getting the goals. He's obviously gone on a bit of a damp patch at the moment. So we've just been hoovering the ball up to Matt Smith and expecting him to do all the work. And he's a young lad, and a couple of years ago he was playing non-league football. So we need someone else in there. We need someone else up front that will score goals alongside McCormack, because we can see it's not working at the moment. So yeah, as I say, disappointing day all round. Got our first real glimpse of Ariebe, and wasn't too much to say really. Whenever he tried, I think he once or twice beat his man, but apart from that, he was sort of getting tackled fairly easily. But then again, he's only a youngster, so we shouldn't be expecting too much of him. But then that's quite a risk that McDermott's taking, signing him on a professional contract and putting him straight into the squad. So maybe a bit of time, and he should come good, hopefully. Sam Byram started coming into the game a little bit in the second half. Started to see him getting forward, and a little bit of the old Byram. So hopefully a good run in the team, and he might get back to his old self. But there is just that worry that since that injury, will he be the same as what he was before? Only time will tell on that one. I really hope it's not the case. Getting him back to full strength and the Sam Byram that we all know and loved last season would be great and be a big lift to the team. So yeah, apart from that, there's not really too much more to say about today. As you can expect, it was fairly poor atmosphere. I was in the South Stand today, and around the SS5 area, and we did our best to try and create an atmosphere. But when the whole, when that is happening on the pitch, it's difficult to generate an atmosphere. But it wasn't too bad. It was also disappointing There's quite a lot of people on Twitter will know there was people donated money to get a specific South Stand flag to go up at matches, and pretty much as soon as it was taken out, the stewards were straight onto it and telling them to get rid of it and to go sit down, which was very disappointing, considering the fact that Leeds United had set some rules and none of the rules were being broken. It had the necessary fire certificate thing on the back, and it wasn't obstructing anyone's view or any advertising. So very harsh stewarding, as we've come to loathe at Leeds United. So that was pretty disappointing. So like I say, disappointing day all round really. So let me know what you think, guys, those of you that were at the game today. Let me know your thoughts on the game, and if you thought it was as disappointing as I did. Personally, no positives to take from it for me, but let me know if you disagree, if you think there were some positives to take for it. And we move on to the FA Cup on Saturday at Rochdale. So must admit, I'm not feeling too hopeful about it, but should be a nice trip. It's a new ground for me to go to, so hopefully, as I said last time round, I'm hoping to do a Jonesy's away days video for that, technology permitting. So yeah, that's all from me today, guys. Make sure you go check out the 2013 review that I posted yesterday. If you go to my channel, the video should be there, or I might put a link in the description if you're feeling lucky. And yeah, let me know your thoughts either in the comments below or on my Twitter as usual. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you all very soon.